Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to get into some knitting. If you guys watched my Christmas video or my most recent declutter video, I talked about these chunky yarns that I got for Christmas. This is King Cole Timeless Chunky. It is a 90% premium acrylic, 10% alpaca blend. And I talked about wanting to knit a striped sweater. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. I have two of these juniper berry skeins and two of these antique cream skeins, okay? However, I didn't know if it would be enough for a full sweater. So, I went to Michael's. I don't know about you guys, but I rarely, like very, very rarely shop at Michael's. But I had to go to the dentist earlier and there was one right by there. So I ended up getting these, two of them. This is Loops and Threads, Charisma Acrylic. It is 100% acrylic, not alpaca at all. However, it's very soft and feels just like the King Cole. So here is the color palette that we're working with today. I think it's very, very pretty, very cute. The blues I was hoping had enough contrast, and I think they do. I think they're very different shades of blue. But anyways, I am very, very excited to knit this jumper, raglan, sweater, whatever you call it. Also, I figured I'd show you my little haul that I got from Michael's. This is the Loops and Threads yarn project bag. That'd be pretty good for today, especially because I'm doing the 3 stripes, so I'm going to have the 3 skeins with me at all times. It has like little holes in it, so I thought that was pretty cool. I signed up for their rewards and I got 30% off one full price item, so I don't know what it ended up coming off of, and I also got some stitch markers. I really only got these for the little baby ones that are here in this corner, because when I knit socks, my regular stitch markers are a little too big, so got those as well. Okay, so the pattern that I'm using will be here. I believe it's called the Sable Sweater. If not, I'm so sorry. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, though. I just found it from a creator here on YouTube. I'll put her channel here as well. I wanted to do the test swatch. So it says, or the test gauge, it says that 10 stitches in a 2x2 ribbing is the gauge that I'm looking for. I'm also so excited to use my Knit Pick knitting needles. They're so, so pretty. I got these for Christmas as well. I'm not going to be using the 9mm for this pattern, but I am going to be using the 10 and 12. So these green ones here are the 10mm, which are gorgeous. And then these ones here are the 12mm. They're so like smooth and also pretty pointy. So I'm very, very excited to use them. However, I just need the 10mm for right now. I'm assuming the 10 is going to be used for the ribbing maybe, and then the body will be 12mm. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really looked at the whole pattern, but I'm so, so excited. Once I realized that I got these needles for Christmas and also the chunky yarn, I immediately went looking for a pattern because I wanted to knit up a sweater, and I'm so freaking excited. Also, the colors are beautiful. I don't know if I said that Loops and Threads yarn is in the color Denim. And I'm just going to do my long tail cast on. If you guys haven't seen not my last video, but the video before, I think, I knitted a garter stitch headband, and I showed you guys how to do the long tail cast on method in that video if you're curious. I've got my stitches all cast on. This yarn is so, so soft. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just going to do my 2x2 ribbing, and hopefully it is equal to 4 inches. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I do the gauge swatches, you're supposed to like cut the yarn, tie it off, fasten off, and steam it or like block it. However, when I do my gauge swatches, I never block them and I never cut my yarn because that's just wasting yarn in my opinion. And I don't know about you guys, but I try not to waste yarn. And also, what if I like don't have enough? And so then I like wasted it on the gauge swatch, you know what I mean? Because I'm supposed to do this 2x2 ribbing for 14 rows and then steam block it. Like, that's a lot of yarn to waste. Okay, sorry. I just got a phone call. Where was I? I think I was talking about the gauge swatch, maybe. but I personally just don't steam block my my gauge. I normally just kind of like give it a little stretch while it's still on my needles and measure it that way. Because sometimes maybe like I don't have enough yarn, or I think I'm not going to have enough yarn. And then also, like, what do you do with the gauge swatch after it's blocked, you know? Like, do you just throw it away, or do you unravel it? And then, like, can you even like still work with that yarn after you've blocked it? I'm not entirely sure. So every time I do a gauge swatch, I just, keep it on my needles, or on, with crochet, it's easier. Like, you can just take your hook out and then, unravel it or whatever. But with knitting, I just kind of keep it on my needles and then measure it that way. And like I said, just give it a little stretch, because that little stretch, like, you'll be able to see once it blocks, if it'll reach that. So most of the time anyway. There's been a couple times where I haven't met gauge doing it like that, and I'm like, well, we'll just hope for the best. And you know what? Sometimes it works out for me, sometimes it doesn't. But that's the trial and error of making things with your hands. And speaking of which, I've been using my little 2.5 millimeter needles to knit socks. And using these 10 millimeters is a massive jump. These needles are so huge. And honestly, like, kind of comfy. But also the 2.5, I didn't think the 2.5 millimeter needles that I used, I didn't think that they were going to be comfy, but they actually were very, like, ergonomic. So, the most recent pair that I've started knitting, which you guys saw in my last video, which was the declutter of an organization of my craft room here. I started a pair of socks, and those are Chow Goo knitting needles. They are stainless steel, and they're so nice. Oh my gosh, the socks are like literally gliding off of them like butter. Um, some people hate that phrase, glide like butter, but or like smooth as butter. But I use it all the time. But yeah, the socks are just like so slippery, and like honestly, these needles are pretty slippery for wood. My clover takumi bamboo knitting needles are kind of sticky. Like, when you're knitting, things don't really slip right off. You have to really like pull the stitches to get them up and everything. But with these ones, these knit pick ones, pretty good. Okay, I don't even know how many rows that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Did I go to the 10? Nah, that's enough, right? Do you guys make your gauge swatches, or do you just kind of like go for it and hope for the best? Honestly, I'm kind of 50-50. I'll do the gauge swatch every once in a while, and sometimes I won't. But like for right now, I felt like it was kind of necessary. Okay, you know what? Sitting here on my desk, it just resting, is like 3.5 inches. So I think once it blocks out and really relaxes, then it'll be the 4 inches. But right now, just like this, it's 3.5 inches. So you know what? I'm just going to jump right into the sweater. I think honestly, doing the gauge swatch was good though. But now I know that it actually will meet gauge. So that's good, and it's good enough for me. So let's go ahead and jump right into the sweater. If you guys are interested in the tutorial or pattern that I'm going to be using, I'll link it down in the description box, and maybe we can all make some striped jumpers. Okay, I have just finished the neck ribbing for the sweater. This is where I'm stopping at. It said to go for 12 rows, but I only went for 8. And even then, I think it's still pretty thick. But I think I like where it's at. I don't think I need to rip it back or anything. I was going and I was like thinking, how many inches? How thick is this actually? Let me see. Hold on. I have my tape measure right here. Most of the time I do neck ribbing for about 4 inches, so that's only 2.5. What? Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, well, 2.5 is where I'm stopping at. Like I said, it said to go for 12 rows, but honestly, I think that'll be too thick, especially with this really, really chunky yarn. I just think it'll be a little too thick. So now it's time for me to start dividing the body and the shoulders and things, but this is how it's looking. Honestly, this yarn, this or no, not impeccable, loops and threads, charisma, that's what it's called, charisma yarn. It's so soft. Think of dryer lint, like when you're cleaning up the little door in your dryer and the lint that's in there. It's so soft. Oh my gosh, so soft. Also, my thoughts on this loops and thread project bag is it kind of sucks. Not that it sucks, it's fine. It's just these holes. I should have done center pole for these skeins and I did outer pole. So if I had done center pole, it probably would have been better. I'll do that for the lighter blue and the white for sure. I'll do center poles, but for the dark blue, I did outer pole for whatever reason. It has a zipper pocket in here, which I didn't even see, honestly. It was like $12, so I mean, I'll still use it. I wish it was a little bit wider though. It's pretty skinny little bag, but anyways, I'm at the point now where I have to start dividing the body and things. So I'm also going to color switch. I'm going to do the lighter blue. Oh yeah, okay, these colors, I was kind of afraid if it would be not enough contrast, honestly, when I was in the store, but also featuring Hello Kitty. So many people, thank you guys for all of the kind words. On my decluttering video, a lot of people were like, I'm also a Hello Kitty lover, like love your Hello Kitty room. And I was like so embarrassed to show you guys all of my Hello Kitty stuff. I'm a collector, so but thank you so much for all the kind words. I didn't know there would be so many other Hello Kitty girlies that also knit and crochet, so thank you so much for that. But this worked out pretty fast. I honestly don't even know when I started, but it's working out pretty fast. I'm very excited to get to the body though, because I know that will work up fast. I will zoom through the body, especially with a 12mm needle, but so far liking how it's working. The pattern is just 2x2 ribbing so far, but and also the colors are gorgeous. I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse, and I'll be back with any other little words of wisdom or thoughts that I have. Okay, I swear, anything and everything that can go wrong with knitting this sweater has started to go wrong. So the stitch markers that I originally placed, my little cute star ones, didn't fit my 12mm knitting needles. So I had to have my left needle the 10 and my right one the 12 so that I could get the stitch markers off but still keep the gauge. So I did it, they're off, and I had to replace them with keychain rings. But you know what? They got the job done. We're back on track. I'm looking at the pattern here, and now I just have to do a knit row and then increase a row and then alternate between those two until I get long enough to start separating the body and the sleeves and reconnect. So I'm just gonna work on that. Hopefully I don't run into any more issues. But you know what? We'll see. Okay, couple of things. I started the white row. So I did the light blue for 8 rows. just like I did the collar. So I was gonna do all of the rows in increments of 8. However, I'm looking at the sweater and it's like super open. I mean, it's a chunky knit, so but I mean, can you guys see how open it is? How much light is coming through, basically. And then I look at the dark blue, and there's like not that much coming through like there is with the white and the blue. Um, and I feel like maybe I should use 2 strands of the light blue and the white because I'm looking and like the dark blue is much thicker than the white. I just kind and the light blue, I just kind of thought maybe it would be fine, But now that I'm like actually working with it, you can really tell the size difference. And I'm thinking maybe of just ripping everything back and using the 2 strands. Like I have 2 white and 2 blue. Um I was just worried about running out of yarn, but honestly, I think I'll have enough to do 2 strands. Cuz I'm just not really liking the way it's looking so open as a chunky knit. The dark blue is fine. The dark blue is perfect. She's doing her job. She's looking good. The other 2 colors, however, I want them to be a little thicker. So I think I'm going to rip all of this back, which is fine. I'm only on row 9, so I didn't get too far. I'm gonna put a lifeline in my collar so that way I don't unravel all that, because I don't want to have to do that magic ring again, or magic loop method again, if I'm being so honest. But yeah, that's how it's looking so far. Just really open. And I think I just want to do the double strands, so we're gonna do that. Well, um, hi. It's a little later, and by a little I mean a couple of days. Excuse how I look. I just got out of the shower and my hair is a little frizzy, but I've had no time to work on this sweater. Um, you guys don't know this, but my little sister has been living with my husband and I for the past couple of months while she's been waiting for an apartment to open, and it finally happened. An apartment opened, and we moved her out of our house and into said apartment. And I've had no time to work. I've had no time to knit, no time to work on my project, but I figured I'd show you guys what I do have. So I believe the last time I did a check-in, we were doing 1 ply of the juniper berry and antique cream color is what it's called, on the sweater, and 1 ply of the denim uh, loops and thread yarn. What was it? Charisma acrylic, I believe it was. And it was a little see-through. It wasn't as thick as I wanted it. So I started doing 2 ply of the colors here, and I am loving how it's looking. It's not as see-through as you guys can see. It's definitely thicker, and it looks so nice. It's also so freaking soft. But I literally have like 1 or 2 more rows until I start to split the body, until I have to section off the sleeves. So I'm literally like here on the yoke of the sweater, and then I can work on the body and the arms and things. But unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to finish the sweater by the time of upload on this video. Which really sucks. I was hoping I could finish the sweater in a week. I've never finished a knit sweater in a week, so I don't know why I really thought that, if I'm being honest with you. But I was a little delusional. I thought that I could do it. But anyways, so the sweater is definitely going to be a little bit oversized on me. But that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted an oversized chunky knit. So that's what we've got going. These knitting needles are so like buttery smooth. I'm so happy with how they work. Especially with this yarn. It just like literally glides. Which like my bamboo knitting needles that I use, They are a little bit grippier, but these ones are like polished so smooth that the yarn just like literally glides off. But the 2 strands of yarn at one time going. Um, and I still have all of my colors here connected. Because I don't want to have to weave in a bunch of tails. I've seen where some people just keep the colors going when they knit a striped sweater, so that's just what I'm doing. But yeah, this is how it's going. Unfortunately, I really thought that I'd be able to finish this sweater by the time of upload, but it's looking like I probably will not get this video out until Monday, which is totally fine. Fine with me. I had a backup video recorded just in case I couldn't finish it, and boy, did I know myself well. Did I know that I was not going to finish this sweater? But um, I am a little bit behind on housework since moving my sister and everything. So I need to do some laundry, I need to do some dishes, and then I can knit on this sweater a little bit, but it's almost done. The yoke is almost done, and then once I get to the body, I'll be able to just fly through. I think I want this sweater to be a little bit more cropped, and not like super cropped, but for me cropped. I want it to like stop above my hips basically. The ribbing and everything. And after it's been blocked, so I don't think I'll have to go too long on the body. Maybe once I stop the white stripe. Maybe honestly once I stop the white stripe, I'll just do another color order of the denim, the juniper berry, and then the uh antique cream. So, but yeah, that's the little progress report on said chunky knit sweater. But like I said, I've got to catch up on some housework and then we will work on the sweater. But I literally did not work on it like at all yesterday because I was helping her unpack, and then the day before I didn't work on it because we were helping her move. So last 2 days put a wrench in my knitting plans, but yeah, we got a long way to go basically. Okay, hello. It is currently the day after the clip that you guys just saw. I had so much cleaning to do that I honestly didn't have any time to knit or anything. I've also been moving my sister from our house to her apartment. I don't know if I've said that already, but it's been a crazy week. So, but anyways, one of our friends, my husband and I's friends, they just had a baby girl. So I thought it would be really sweet to crochet them a little baby blanket. So that's what I did. If you guys remember from my yarn organization and decluttering video that I recently just did, there was a pattern that I talked about, and it was the Yarnspirations Star Blanket, which is the pattern that I followed for this. This is Bernat Baby in the colorway Raspberry Kisses, and I'm loving how this looks. It's so stinking cute. It's just a little star shape. It's about 40 inches point to point, so pretty like decent for a baby blanket, I think. I need to stop and get a little bag for it to go into, like it's a girl bag or something. And then we'll be on our way to see them. I also have some eggs that I have been collecting for them that will drop off. And then after that, we're going out to dinner with another set of friends. So it's been a crazy day. Also, today is currently Friday, so I had to upload a video today and everything. I literally made it by the skin of my teeth uploading it today. It was crazy, just all the editing. I still am not happy with the lighting uh, and colorway of that video, but I uploaded it or exported it in the wrong colorway. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm probably not going to get a lot of knitting done because we're going to visit them and everything like that, but I will be taking it with me. So probably in the car I'll get some knitting done. I'm literally so close to being finished with the yoke. I think I have like 2 or 3 rows left, and then we'll get to the body and be able to go burr. But anyways, that's the update. Okay, that's the update that we're working with. Okay, so hi, voiceover for this portion of the video. we got back and, we saw our friends and their beautiful baby and hung out with our other set of friends. And, it was great. It was a fun time. And I was so happy to be home, all comfy cozy. I caught up on my YouTube feed, all of the videos that I needed to watch that had just come out. And I was in a really great place, knitting my beautiful striped sweater, my comfy cozy soft sweater, when I happened to look down and see a little bit of yarn that I had left, which would not be enough to finish the body nor its sleeves. So this is me accepting my defeat for the night. Hello everyone, I am just checking in with the sweater progress. It's going really, really good, and I'm really, really liking it. It's so soft and so cute. This is what it's looking like. It's definitely, I think it's going to fit. It might even be a little oversized after it's blocked. I'm currently on the bottom. I think this will probably be a good length once it's all finished. If I can show you guys. I just have to finish the white stripe and then do the ribbing in this denim color. However, we've run into a little bit of a roadblock? Is that the word? We've run into a little snafu. And the snafu being, I don't have enough yarn to finish this sweater. This is all of the light blue that I have left. Juniper berry is what it was called. And this is all of the white I have left. Again, not done with the white on the body yet, and I still need it for the sleeves. I think we're good on the denim from Loops and Threads. That's fine. But the Juniper berry and the antique cream, I definitely am going to need more of. Now, the snafu being, I got this yarn for Christmas. So that means I have to drive the hour to the yarn store to go and get more. Also, I figured I'd show you guys the sweater. This is the berry sweater. It's all blocked and everything. I think I'm going to do a band of ribbing here in the bottom because it's a little short, to be honest, for my personal preference. But I really, really like it. It's so cute. Make sure to check out Artsy Maki. I'll put her handle here on YouTube. She's going to be releasing this pattern sometime in the future. I'm not sure when, but it's definitely really cute. Definitely really cute. Super easy. And I really enjoy it. I really also love this yarn that I decided to do it in. But anyways, I need to get going so we can go to the yarn store and hopefully find what I need. So let's go. Okay, I am back from the yarn store. And I am happy to report that we got the goods. I got one skein of each color because I'm pretty sure I'll be able to finish both sleeves with just one skein because we're only doing one more row of color. So I think I'll probably end up having more than enough. Hopefully, fingers crossed. These price-wise, I paid $19.07 for both of them together. A single skein is $8.69. So little expensive. But not too bad. Like I said, it's an acrylic alpaca blend, so I also had to make a pit stop at Bojangles. I wanted a side of fries and a sweet tea, so that was my lunch. According to the shop owner, she said that they don't even sell this brand in America, like online. Like I tried to see if I could order it online, and they all said that like you couldn't get it or that it was discontinued. But she said it's not discontinued. You just can't buy it. Like they will not sell to like individual people in America. They only sell to yarn stores in America. I didn't know that. This is a British a British. Oh yeah, it is. Skipton, UK. Apparently it's a British brand, so that's why I couldn't find it online. So luckily they had both of these colors at the yarn store. They actually had way more colors too, so I might have to go there and like make another sweater in different colors. I really would love this color, like this sweater in a colorway of like green, like a dark green, light green in the cream, or maybe like a red, pink, white, or like a maroon, red, pink, or something. I think that would be so cute, especially because Valentine's Day is coming up soon. I already know one project that I want to make, sweater-wise, of course. But I think I think we'll be able to do this. I think I have enough. Because I was thinking, I was able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, or well, 1, 2, 3 stripes with the cream that I have. I just needed more for the sleeve, so I'll definitely have enough. I'll definitely have more than enough. But I have to do adult things. I have to do dishes and some laundry, but then I'll be able to knit. So, but for you guys, it's gonna be the next clip. You guys will be able to see me knit now. So at this point in the project, I was really doing like the ribbing. So here I am doing the ribbing on the body and also weaving in my tails as I go. But the pattern calls for a 2x2 ribbing. However, I decided to swap it for a 1x1 ribbing. A lot of people have their preference, and personally mine is 1x1. But it wasn't looking the cleanest just going straight into the project with the 1x1 ribbing. So what I did is like round 1 would be just knit all the way around, and then rounds 2 through 7 would be the 1x1 ribbing, and then round 8, which here I'm casting off, is when I would knit and cast off. And to help with my sleeves kind of cinch in, I decided to swap from the 10mm to my 9mm knitting needles, which are what these are, these like kind of red orange kind of color. And I personally think that doing this switch was really what the sleeves needed. It really helped cinch them in for sure. Hello everybody. So I'm sure you all could tell I was a little irritated last night, and we've finished the sweater, and I think that I can 100% say I don't like it. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I implemented this weight 5 bulky yarn in the mix. However, I measured the sweater and it is on track for the size that I made. So I guess I just had to, or I guess I should have just made a size down. And unfortunately, I'm not enjoying the sweater. It is massive. I like the color combo. I think it turned out really, really cute. However, size-wise, it's massive. It's so big, if you guys can see this. I really need to take it in a lot. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I am just debating on completely unraveling the sweater and giving it another shot. This is not blocked, by the way. This is how it looks after I'm done knitting. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. The sleeves are fine, I think, honestly. What I did with the white is I knitted them. Went from the 12mm to the 10mm, and then on the last row, I did knit 2 together, knit 1, and just repeated that for the last round. And then for the cuffs, I used a 9mm, and I think that they turned out good. I like the sleeves. Maybe a little smaller, but the body the body is really where the issue lies, right? Because if it was just like taken in a bit on the sides, it would be so stinking cute. Ugh. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have even needed to go to the yarn store to get more of the blue and the white. So, I also had to go to the store and get more of this dark blue from Michael's, which I don't live very close to a Michael's. I live like an hour and a half away from a Michael's, so I had to go back and get that. But so far, every aspect of this sweater has been a little bit of a nightmare, unfortunately. But I saw where if you have a sewing machine, you flip your sweater inside out, right? And you just sew where you want to take it in, and you cut off all the rest. However, that's a lot of waste, and I also don't have a sewing machine. Don't have a sewing machine, so that's not possible for me. So I'm thinking of just unraveling it. I did weave in all of my ends, so that will be an issue. That will be a little bit of an issue, I think, maybe. I don't know. I feel so defeated. I honestly am just contemplating on just giving this sweater away to somebody in my life because it's caused a lot of turmoil, a lot of pain. I think I've worked on this sweater for maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look back at my camera roll of when I started it, but unfortunately, this is how it's looking. Like I said, I think it's really cute. I learned how to do the jogless stitch in the back to make the stripes straight. They're not stair-steppy, which I'm very happy with. Some of it is maybe not the best. I think way up at the top, the baby blue is maybe not the best, but I learned the jogless stitch, so that was good for this raglan. But yeah, honestly, I don't know. I think I just need to undo it all and make a size down. The length, however, is beautiful. I love it. Length is good. Once it, were to block out, which like obviously if I make a size smaller, then it would be shorter. So yeah, that's where we're at. But this just goes to show that I don't like everything that I end up knitting or crocheting. I really should have tried on the sweater sooner than what I did, but I waited to try it on until I did one sleeve, and then I was like, "Oh, I haven't tried on the sweater yet. Let me go ahead and try it on and see if I like it, see if it's good." And I waited way too long. Obviously, clearly, you guys saw in the clip that I hadn't done one sleeve, but I had done the whole body, had done the one arm, weaved in my ends. I like to weave in my ends as I go most of the time, except on the body I was a little bit behind, but I did weave in all the ends. It's so warm and so soft. I love the feeling of this yarn, but unfortunately I don't like this sweater. Nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it kind of shows that I don't enjoy everything that I make, so it is more realistic when it comes to being a fiber artist or knitter, crocheter, whatever you like to label it as. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nevertheless, this little project diary situation. But I'm just a little tired. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a great week. I believe this video is coming out on a Friday, so I hope you guys have a great weekend and had a great week. And I will see you back here on Monday with another video. Okay. Bye!